Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer news. We start with Frenkie de Jong, as it has been reported that Barcelona have finally reached an agreement with Manchester United over Frenkie de Jong transfer worth 85 million euro fee. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Barca youngster Ace Abde, it has been reported that the Barcelona winger is close to joining La Liga rivals Girona on a loan move. Before we discuss those stories, I want to encourage you guys to please join the very best and most trustworthy betting site on the planet, 1xBet, where you are offered up to 200% bonus when you make your initial deposit. Stand a chance to be one of those lucky winners in an everyday outstanding jackpots that are waiting to be won. All you need to do is just complete a small daily task, for example, a small bet on a specified soccer match, and you will definitely have a chance at winning huge cash prizes. Down below on the description box, you can find the link there, and please register so that you don't miss this opportunity. In what could be a major development in the Frenkie de Jong transfer saga, Barcelona have reportedly reached an agreement with Manchester United over the sale of 85 million euros. This claim comes from journalist Oriol Domènech on Onze TV3, who states that the two clubs have finally struck a deal for the transfer of Frenkie de Jong. Barcelona and Manchester United have been in talks with each other for the transfer of de Jong for months now, but the two parties were yet to agree a deal due to differences in valuations. However, Manchester United CEO Richard Arnold and director John Murtough were pictured in Barca the other day on Monday, with the pair having traveled to advance the deal for Frenkie de Jong, amid reports that Chelsea had also entered the race for his signing. The Manchester United officials met with Barcelona director Matteo Alemany, advisor Yuri Cruyff, and vice president Rafa Yuster at a restaurant, and it seems like an agreement has been struck over a total fee of 85 million euros, including variables. However, the report does not specify the exact amount of fixed payments and add-ons that Barca could be pocketing. However, the decision of a transfer now rests with de Jong himself, who has been reluctant to leave Barcelona. Recent reports have claimed that the 25-year-old has no intentions to join Manchester United, even though he appreciates the interest from the Premier League giants. Frenkie de Jong is believed to have been disappointed by Barca's attempts at selling him this summer. Whether that changes his stance over a transfer to Old Trafford remains to be seen. A chance to reunite with his former Ajax boss Erik ten Hag can be an appealing prospect, but the lack of Champions League football at Old Trafford is seen as a major issue by de Jong. So, having reached an agreement with Barcelona, Man United must now convince the Dutchman to make the jump to England this summer. So, as it was widely expected, an agreement for Frenkie de Jong have been reached between Barcelona and Manchester United, but this report did not bring about the exact variable fee and, of course, the exact fixed amount, because we quite remember all these past days we have been talking about Barca and United are not really in agreement when it comes to the variables, and it is believed that negotiations between both clubs were more based on the variables, how it should be structured, because it was widely reported that United wanted to pay 65 million euros fixed, then the remaining 20 million euros will be for add-ons. But Barcelona did not like the way United, structured the add-ons, so there was somehow some differences there. So if this report is to be believed by this journalist Oriol Domènech of TV3, then it means both clubs have finally come to an agreement when it comes to the variables. Of course, the report did not pinpoint exactly how much the variables will be and how it will be structured. But what is important is both clubs have accepted. But now the issue now will be for Frenkie de Jong to be convinced of making a jump to Old Trafford, which will really prove difficult. For a long time, Frenkie de Jong have been insisting that he does not want to leave Manchester United. He believes that he still has a lot to play under Xavi, and also coupled with the fact that Champions League football is not there at Man United, it's a big hindrance, very big hindrance for him to leave Barcelona to Old Trafford. So let's see how United will do when it comes to the transfer. If they will continue to push hard to convince the player. Of course, we can't remember Chelsea also entered the fray some days back, but nothing has been said about Chelsea's pursuit so far. So let's see. It's going to be interesting how this saga ends up. Then on to the next story of discussion, with Barcelona closing in on signing Rafinha and Ousmane Dembele also set to renew his contract. It was bound to have some implications on the other wingers in the squad. Question marks have been raised over the future of Memphis Depay, who could become a peripheral figure, more so if Robert Lewandowski is also added to the roster. Another player to be affected by the impending dual signing of Rafinha and Dembele is young winger Ace Abde. The 20-year-old has been at the club for only a year, having joined from Hercules AF last summer. He enjoyed a promising breakthrough campaign even though he spent the majority of the season with Barcelona Athletic. Abde was primed to earn first-team spot if Barca were unable to sign either Rafinha or Dembele, but with both set to be a major presence in Xavi's setup next season, the young Moroccan, of course, has been told to leave the club on loan for the upcoming campaign. And according to a fresh update from Portera Nunes, Abde is set to join Barcelona's local rivals and newly promoted La Liga club Girona on loan for the upcoming campaign. Girona, who are back in the Spanish top flight via playoff, have been showing an interest in signing the 20-year-old ace from Barca, and it seems like they may have convinced the player to move to Estadi Montilivi for the 2022-23 season. So, considering the plethora of attacking options at Xavi's disposal, Abde would have found game time hard to come by in the first team setup at the Camp Nou. So, a loan move to another La Liga club where he can regularly have some game time can be a good move for the young winger. The 20-year-old would stand to gain significant first-team experience while playing in the top flight, which could not be possible if he stayed at Barca. With a loan move to Girona now on the horizon, it will be interesting to see how Abde fares in the upcoming campaign. Ace Abde being one of the players that his future have always been uncertain. He did test some first-team football. We quite remember when Xavi just took charge of the team. Of course, that was due to the fact that most of our first team players were injured in the forward department. So Ace Abde took his chances and I think he did very well. But of course, that was not enough to convince Xavi to keep him in the first team. And that is why Xavi went ahead to buy Ferran Torres, Aubameyang in the transfer window in January. And normally with Dembele's contract, which came to an end June 30, it was expected that Barca could still count on Ace Abde to return to the first team from the Barca Athletic, as maybe Ousmane Dembele is likely not to stay. But now that things have turned on its head, Dembele is set to renew a contract for 2 years. Ace Abde has no spot in that team. He has no chance. And also considering that Barca are likely to sign Rafinha from Leeds United, that even complicates matters the more for Ace Abde. So as it has been reported, Ace Abde is likely to play for Girona. Girona got promoted to La Liga this season via playoff, so he's likely to be loaned there. So let's see how things go in the coming weeks. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.